100 about the sternum.
All right.
Welcome to So Like You Know, the podcast your mother definitely warned you about.
Definitely.
I'm Bo.
I'm JP.
And I am Shal. And this is Heidi.
They were motorboating sternums this weekend.
You were supposed to tell them. What happened? That's for you.
Hey, they don't know what kind of sternums. It's just an assumption.
Yeah, okay, fair. She was a stripper. It was a stripper with a tampon string hanging out.
Ooh.
Wow.
Her name was Candace.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably. Yeah, you did.
Are you sure you weren't just drunk and she was actually just a balloon?
No. You want me to get Judy? I will bring Judy into this.
I think it was just a balloon.
Judy's in my bed. You can't bring
I
up
can't do it.
She's
Apparently,
busy.
Judy is sleeping right now.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You'll see Judy later.
All right.
I'll ask her how she's doing.
Anyways, this is the podcast your mother warned you about if you hadn't gathered.
Yeah, all the gathering. But, anyways, as you guys know, we do a live show Thursdays Mountain Standard Time right here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, all at SLYK Radio. And we always have someone very interesting joining us one way or the other.
Hello.
But we're glad you're here. Hopefully you can come chat with us live. We got it pulled up all the time here to enjoy it. That sounds awkward. But
Yeah, well, you're awkward, so
it's
don't
who
know
I
what to call
am.
it.
Oh my god.
Oh
So-
my god.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, my
guys.
God.
So, JP, do you have beer?
No, negative.
Okay. Yeah.
Someone forgot it at work.
I forgot my box.
Can
But-
you see this?
I do. It's the
Wild
delicious
Basin.
Oscar Blues Wild Basin boozily sparkling deliciousness.
So it is their take on a sparkling seltzer. It's from Wild Basin, which is a sub company of Oscar Blues, and this is their black raspberry. That's what we are drinking tonight.
Well, I am drinking from Stem Cider's a pear apple cider. Yeah. That was an interesting face you just made.
Sorry, tragedy was happening.
Did you just pour it on the ground?
No. She was showing me something on her phone that we like. Wildfires, Jesus.
Yep.
Oh,
Dear
right.
Jesus.
What's up, Beyond the Trope?
Jesus.
And
The date-
Oscar's Blue
Dear
Seltzers are delicious.
The date
Yes,
is throwing her.
yeah. So this one, the cool thing about them is they don't add any sugars. So just like a little snobby insidery is they don't add any sugars to the fermenting process. So they're 100 calorie, which means they're a session seltzer.
Sachet.
Session?
Your
You
session.
can get 100 calories out of a stovepipe, 19.2 ounces.
That's a tall one.
It's a tall boy. No, it's more than a tall boy.
Oh.
It's a stovepipe.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're stovepipes. So 19.2 ounces, you get 100 calories of seltzer. This one is the blackberry from Wild Basin, which is brewed by Oscar Blues Brewery in Colorado. It is in Longmont.
Can I just say,
It's 5 minutes.
I
It's
know.
like literally down the street.
Nice. I no longer
Nice.
want to be described as a tall boy. I want to be described as a stovepipe.
True.
Yeah, yeah. You're
You know what? You
stovepipe.
are a stovepipe.
Fucking A, Cotton.
God damn it. Go the stove.
Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. All right. So where the
So
hell
that's
are
what
we?
we are drinking. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking from Stem Cider's pear apple cider. It has nothing on the can, but I know it has alcohol, and it's gluten
It's
free.
such a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So I have not
Biased
indulged in
opinion.
this one. Are these the ones you brought, JP?
No.
No.
I brought those.
That-
You
She-
brought
she-
these? Sweet.
I brought the stems. Yeah.
I have not
I think-
had the stem yet.
You're in
So
for a treat.
I'm sure I've never had a cider I didn't like. In all fairness,
That's true.
I mean,
Ciders are good.
it's pretty easy to make. You know,
I can
apple
drink some
taste
ciders you won't like.
boozy. Yeah, right. So, yeah.
Thanks.
The
But that stem is solid.
the stem is solid. That's good.
Yes.
Where are we at? Oh, yes. So, that's the beer we're gonna be drinking. And Beyond the Trope says they have a dope music venue up here. Stem, or it's probably Oscar Blues.
So there's like the Tasty Weasel, which is their beer tasting room that's attached to their actual production facility, which is just huge. It's amazing. I got to go on a tour and it's wonderful. So the Tasty Weasel is their like brew house that is attached to it. They
Their
do like
tasting
craft
room?
shows in their tasting room. But they also have a couple different restaurants. They have the Oscar Blues Brewery, which is like its own restaurant, and they have Cycle Hops, which is
Not gonna be.
for much longer.
Oh.
Also good.
Also good, but not around this world much longer.
It does happen.
COVID.
The COVID's getting us all wrecked.
It ruined a lot of
Mhm.
things.
Yep. But
But no. Oscar Blues. Oscar Blues. Oscar Blues, super solid.
Always.
They have
Agreed.
a new mustard beer out right now. I don't know if y'all have heard of it. It's in anticipation of National Mustard Day, which was August 1st.
I mean, I'll do it.
So what they did is they did a fruit beer with like passion fruit and a couple other different fruits, and then they like hopped it with French's mustard.
hmm
They released it on August 1st for National Mustard Day. I haven't had a chance to try it. I'm trying to get my hands on it, but it's been really like even the tap room doesn't have it right now.
I think the Oscar Blues down here closed down. Or
The
didn't we?
one on Tejon?
Yeah, didn't we
No.
talk about that or something?
I don't
No.
think so.
No way.
Hold on,
There's
I'm
still-
looking.
No.
I mean, it was
That's
Old
sad. I'm
Chicago.
sorry for you guys.
No,
But
it-
if you go
Maybe
in
momentarily.
maybe. But if you go online, you can find Oscar Blues beer and you can see where it's
I
selling
don't
and
think that's
like
a permanent.
it's probably not a permanent close. But yeah.
Like,
So for National Mustard Day, they did a French's mustard beer, which is actually like a fruit beer, which is already brewed. Then they add the fruit puree and the mustard. So they do the mustard twice. When they're doing the wort, they do the mustard, and then they add the fruit later, and then they add the mustard again.
that's gotta
so,
add a lot of flavor that I'm having trouble imagining, honestly.
Yeah. So I personally haven't tasted it, but from the people I've talked to, it is very mustardy. And I'm very excited about that because I thoroughly enjoy mustard.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's the best condiment.
Yeah, it really is. So,
And pickles.
Yeah. Well, pickles
Good
is
chaser.
more, pickles can be a meal all on its own.
Yes.
mhm,
Oh, I do it daily.
daily.
You pickle chaser.
Yeah,
That's what
she
they
is.
call me.
All right, so
Continuing on.
so
Oscar
moving forward,
Blues downtown Snuggles.
good.
That's
Nice.
downtown what?
Colorado.
Somewhere in Colorado.
Somewhere in Colorado. Like everything else.
That's
Somewhere.
fair. So coming up next is Slick Feed.
Where we
Where we
geek.
geek
on
on
your-
your week.
Wow.
It was off, but you know what? It worked.
We made it.
Sorry.
We made it.
Super delay. I only see half of Bo's face.
Oh.
It's all right. Anyways, but speaking of delay, GTA 6 is going to be is rumored to be coming out on the PS5 first, which is a
Another
major
timed
deal.
exclusive.
Yeah. So if you guys have been paying attention at all, the new Xbox is basically all of its games aren't going to come out for like 3 months after the system comes out.
Right.
So when you end up with PS5 where you have a bunch of exclusives, we're getting
Which BT dubs, if you have ESO on PS4 and you buy a PS5, you get a free edition of it.
which is fantastic.
That's amazing.
I mean, that
But
either-
you'll probably have to rebuy Skyrim though.
What is it? Skyrim? Yeah, totally. So it's only Elder Scrolls so far that
yeah.
I've seen.
So I mean, that would be interesting though. Is
Which has Greymore, it has Morrowind, it has Oblivion, it has all the fucking DLC. So you might as well just do it.
well, I don't have that.
Just do it. Well, you don't have it, but I don't know what to tell you because that's like the one game I actually do fucking play.
Hey, I tried to play with you, but you kept running off like a raccoon.
No. Crow brain. Cobra. Ooh, shiny. Ooh, shiny.
Like us in real life.
I'm gonna call you Crocoon then.
Crow brain.
Crocoon.
Crocoon. Are we Crocoons?
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
It's either Crocoon or Racco.
Have
No.
Have scavengers, have trash.
Don't you dare. I will hurt you.
That's fair.
Don't. That's fair.
You have your claws.
talons.
All right. So where we at? Oh, so GTA 6.
Anyways, Grand Theft Auto 6 is
Yep.
going to be on PS5.
Yep, and at this point they're discussing a $75 million deal, but ultimately what we're looking is that's going to turn into a PS5 exclusive for the first 30 days that's going to be on PS5. Now,
Yeah.
as absolutely massive as Grand Theft Auto still is, that's a big hit for Xbox. So,
For Xbox, not PlayStation, but Xbox. Yeah.
PlayStation is getting a big, that's a big jump for them. I mean,
Mhm.
it's another, release day exclusive that PlayStation is ending up with. So the more
I don't
I
think-
look at it, it's like Xbox should have just stayed out of the race for a few months.
I mean, GTA 6 is still way far off in the future, but when it does release, I don't think it's going to be a console exclusive. Like opening.
All right.
Hello, wow.
No, we do the shot on air.
Nice.
Sorry. I was turning the volume up so we could hear you.
That's fair.
Mm.
That's fair. So we're looking at a bunch of exclusives for PS or PlayStation right now, and I don't know. I feel like Xbox is just kind of floundering at this point. They don't feel like they have the same processing, so it doesn't look as dope. It doesn't have as many game day exclusives, so I don't really know what's going on with that. So I outside of the people who are just dead hard for Xbox,
Hard. So hard.
y'all are doing
Die hard.
good.
Dead hard for Xbox exclusive. Jesus Christ.
I'm DED hard.
DED hard. For Xbox exclusive.
Exclusive.
Yeah. Oh, and then Beyond the Trope says with Red Dead Redemption 2 PS4 exclusives, it's not a big surprise, which is true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
PlayStation is always willing to dump a stupid amount of money into getting those exclusives, and
Well,
I don't
and
blame
then
them.
and then the next.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's about. It's not about the now. It's about the soon.
That sounds good.
Will then be now.
All right. Shell was trying to bring out her inner Iroh, and I think she did okay.
No, baseball.
Spaceballs.
Merchandising. Merchandising.
I'm my old best friend.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's
For derailing this, continue.
we're not sorry.
She's not. I'm a little sorry.
If the space goes, I'm never sorry.
Yeah. Y'all are special.
Anyways, continue.
Okay.
Continue.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right. So speaking of PlayStation, PSN finally added the option to buy all the free games that we've been getting through them at a super discounted price.
Via like PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, so usually PlayStation Plus you get 2 to 3 games per month, and as long as you had PlayStation Plus, you were good to go.
You play them until your subscription runs out, right?
Yeah. And as soon as your subscription's out, they're all gone. But
And then you just renew it. You have them again.
yeah. But, and in some scenarios where, like, if someone's overseas or they can't do it there or
Yeah.
anything like that, or they don't have access to the internet, they're fucked. Because it has to renew every so often. So it's pretty cool. Like, the prices they're adding are ranging in between, like, $5 to $20 at this point, which is pretty cool for some of the games. Because you end up getting some of those PSNs, like, shit. I can't even think of any of them right now.
Your PSN's like what?
The free games?
Oh, I have. Last person asked about that.
That's
I play
fair.
Elder Scrolls and Borderlands 3. If that.
Yeah.
I
But-
watch Disney. That's what I do.
That's alright.
For me. Over and over.
So,
Jay and Silent Bob reboot is on Prime
Yes.
right now.
Uh-huh.
Did you watch it?
Yep.
everyone should watch it. It's fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, so I got the privilege of back in November. I got to go to the Lyric here in Fort Collins, Northern Colorado, and it was Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, and they came and did a showing with us. So the Lyric is set up where like you go in and it's just couches.
Mm-hmm.
It's like not assigned seating. It's just couches on different levels. And I got really lucky that I had like a whole couch to myself
Nice.
at the top. So it was kind of far away from the stage, but I was alone, so it was great.
Yep.
And so so Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes watched the movie. Well, okay, I'm not gonna lie, because they're not gonna lie. Jason Mewes goes and plays Call of Duty during these shows, and Kevin Smith watches the show from the hallway.
That's awesome.
But they come out, they do a Q&A, and then before and after, and it was amazing. And I got to see the reboot with Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes,
Which
and
is
I'm
awesome.
Jealous.
super happy about it.
So something I never really have gotten over. So we went to a press release for Colorado Springs Comic Con like 3 years
Yeah.
ago, and so
I hate you.
me,
I hate you. I know what you're talking about, and I fucking hate you because I can't tell you how long Jen and I waited. We met, it's not Brian Horn. It's he's from the podcast. I don't remember his name, from Smodcast.
oh yes, spacing out too.
He was sweet. He was wonderful, and he wanted to take selfies with Jen and I. He asked for selfies. We didn't.
I mean, that's pretty fantastic. Anyways, my story,
And then
because
we hung
I'm
out
important
so
now.
much outside trying to catch Jason Mewes. It didn't happen
Yeah,
until next year.
yeah, we'll see. All I
Maybe.
know is,
No,
I
until
got-
the next year when you guys got to hang out with him.
yeah, so we were hanging out with him down in the lobby with Jason Mewes talking about Pokemon Go and like all the cool shit to do in Colorado Springs, and he was ready to like,
Cool shit to do in Colorado.
there's tons of shit.
No,
And-
there's not.
What are you talking about?
Just come hang out with me.
Yeah, it's better shit down here. Move back home.
Better than
Anyways,
me.
so we end up blowing shit with him, and he was so raring to just hop in the Jeep so we could drive him over to Colorado Springs Comic Con, and I was so excited to do that. And I was like, "Yeah, man,
It's like,
let's
no,
go."
we gotta go.
No, and his freaking handler walked out, and he's like, "Jason, you can't do that." It's like, "No, not fair."
But he can't. He did.
Oh, but he didn't.
But he did.
No.
Yeah.
Huh?
But he did.
No, he didn't. He didn't get to.
No. What?
Yeah, no, we ended up bullshitting with him for like an hour and a half out front, but his handler was like, "No, you can't have him." I was like, "You
So I
suck."
hate to one up like everybody, but when I worked San Diego American Comedy Club, during Comic-Con, we would always have, during Comic-Con week, we would always have panels. And we had, yes, you can feel so sad because it was awesome. We had two nights of, I think it was 2 nights. I mean, I based my tips on like the really good shows, but like I had a bunch of nerds, so I got no fucking tips. So like it was cool to hear them come, but we had Muse, and we
Basically, y'all nerds.
don't drink and don't tip well. It sucked for me. But to listen to the panel of Jay and Silent Bob was awesome.
Yeah.
So the first night was the panel of,
I've seen them twice live, and oh my god,
yeah, the panel was awesome.
they're
Like,
amazing.
it was a bunch of nerd talk. So then the next night was the before you watched your movie. It was the preview. They were talking about the actual movie. So like everybody had to
It was
watch.
before the reboot.
Yeah,
Right before the reboot.
It was before the preview. It was like a
Before the reboot was a thought.
no.
Well,
it was
it was
the
a
thought.
thought.
It
It had
was a
happened.
thing. It was still.
Okay.
It was a birthing, and we needed to talk about it, and it happened in my comedy club, and we had to watch people like recording him talking about it because he was giving details about it. And then at the end of everything, Jason Mewes likes to do this game that includes the audience called Let's Fuck.
Wow.
Oh my god, I've seen him twice.
Yeah.
I've seen him twice. So I got to see Jay and Silent Bob Get Old, which is their podcast where they just come and like bullshit with you.
Yeah, so I've seen
Yeah.
that 4 times.
Fantastic.
And it's like literally they grab people out of the audience and they like make them act out like different sexual scenarios, and it's called Let's Fuck. And it's literally Jason Mewes
Doing
fucking
something,
someone
doing something with
to
someone.
It's just Jason Mewes.
Yeah.
It's like Kevin Smith narrating
Yeah.
it,
Oh yeah.
but Jason Mewes
Has to always.
fucking
Yeah.
someone.
Okay,
so
but I have to tell you,
yes.
because I've worked in the comedy club with these people, and I often have to interact with them, and I often have to either serve them or whatever they need, whatever they want. Those 2 MFers are so respectable and nice and cougars, and which blows my mind because most comedians are not. But they are
Okay, so I will
But
tell
they're
you.
intellectual, they're polite, they're
So
awesome.
they like to smoke the ganja.
Oh yeah, not
Obviously.
Yeah.
Not Jason Mewes though.
No, he's
So
100% sober.
Jason Mewes has had a very large struggle with just all substances. Really,
No, he's 100%.
he's sober.
Yeah,
Even
sober.
now, he's sober.
Yeah.
And it is super refreshing.
Well, yeah,
you
'cause-
meet these people and you think that, oh my god, this is what they're about, and then they're actually not.
well, the first time I met him was myself as an attendee and not even as an employee at that comedy club. I watched Jason
in
Mewes.
San Diego.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I watched him expecting a comedy show, but it was like a real deal. Like he got bare to the bones. Like this is my real shit. It was so weird. I was like, wait, so
Aren't you
like-
supposed to be funny?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, I want to cry a little bit.
Wait, yeah. But then at the end of the show, I was like, where'd you come up with like boo boo kitty fuck? Like, who do you call that? And like, why?
the people who had their predetermined questions and didn't really listen to anything.
Could you just a little bit?
Could you just? Do you call me that? Would you call me that one time?
Just one.
He's not that funny.
No, he's not.
just when you go for his documentary. But you know, you get him with the rest of the
Yeah.
panel, or you get him.
Yeah,
with
you get the whole panel going, and yeah.
They do their broadcast. They're fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Names are escaping me right now because I'm pissed about that. Because so originally I tagged Brian O'Halloran in my post, and it was not Brian O'Halloran. It was one of the guys from Smodcast, and his name is fucking escaping me right now. But Brian O'Halloran is the one that's like, I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that today, actually.
I watched that the other day.
Yeah. He's from Clerks. He's
Oh yeah.
not Dante, but the other.
Yeah. I could do a quick Google search.
She could do a quick Google search.
Or we-
You want to Google what's
Scott.
next?
Scott Moser.
Scott
Yes!
Moser. Thank you, JP.
God damn it!
I'm sorry.
Quick on that Google search.
I am sorry, Scott Moser. You were an absolute treat when I got to hang out with you.
Well, we loved you then, but we can't remember you now. Sorry.
I think he
hope
is that one.
Probably.
A wild basin.
So yeah, good stuff.
Anyways, watch the reboot. I don't even. We on.
Is that even out?
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime right now for watching.
Son of a dick.
Yes,
And
please,
watch it.
Please watch it. It's great. And if you haven't, if you haven't seen Jay and Silent Bob, like if you haven't seen any of the Clerks
Which
2,
they
Mallrats,
haven't.
Dogma,
If they
you
haven't,
don't need to see those. Just
Jesus
watch
Christ.
Jay and Silent Bob, Strike Back. That's all you need to watch, and you're good.
Watch Clerks and Clerks 2.
no, I
Well, you
fully
should.
support you watching everything.
Everything, totally, fully support that. But if you don't, just
Kevin
watch
Smith
Jay and
is a god, and you need to watch
Tusk.
everything he's ever done.
Tusk.
Yes.
Tusk is fantastic.
I know,
Is it,
that's
though?
what I'm saying.
It's beautiful chaos.
His daughter, Harley Quinn.
Luckiest name ever.
Yeah, right.
Yeah! She's
Okay,
okay, so that was like, okay, I'm gonna just go on another
there's another
tangent real quick. So during the whole Jay and Silent Bob reboot at the Lyric in Fort Collins, he went off on this tangent about how, like, Jason Mewes, is the uncle to Harley Quinn, Kevin Smith's daughter. Kevin Smith loves his wife, and they, like, have this whole thing. She's super prude. And, if you've watched that movie, you're just like, really?
Oh.
But so, like, he talked about it a lot, and, like, it was really hard for her to film some of those takes where she's, like, really salacious with Jason Mewes, and
Which is her.
which is her uncle, who she's been around her whole life. And then at one point you meet Ben Affleck. He is not Banksy, but he's one of the guys that creates Buttman and Chronic. So he is in the movie, and his daughter is part of the movie. It's actually Jason Mewes' daughter. It's a whole hot mess. But it's like super sentimental.
Don't do another spoiler alert.
Yeah, just watch it.
Fucking
Just watch it. I just have a little insidery to it because I've been part of it.
Yeah, but
Like, I've been part of
but
the,
everybody can too if
Yeah.
they are like
If you-
Amazon Prime.
you research hard enough.
Do it. Watch it.
I'm sorry. I'm such a spoiler alert. That's what this show should be called, is spoiler alert.
Unless you have
No.
Amazon
Okay,
Prime.
so all my experiences with Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes have been positive.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're
Same
coming
here.
to your town. Go fucking see them, whether it's their movie or an actual podcast.
All gonna be good.
It's all great.
Yes.
Just do it. I've seen them
Wholeheartedly
multiple
agree.
times. in Fort Collins. Let's fuck. That's my favorite. So he pulls people out of the audience. We didn't even continue the story. So Jason Mewes.
No, they got the gist.
They pull people out of the audience and you have to enact different sexual scenarios with Jason Mewes. And he's like, let's fuck.
As an employee, I was not able to. But I was like, me. I will. But as an employee, I was not allowed.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah. Jason Mewes, Kevin Smith, if they're doing anything in your town, go see them.
Yeah.
You're not going to regret it.
Definitely not.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Sorry. Continuing on.
That's okay. That was a solid 20 minutes of good story.
Was it?
I loved it.
Yeah. That was 20 minutes.
You guys haven't heard
I mean,
this
it was
story.
solid.
And it
but
was like
it
her
good?
story, but yeah, it was solid, but it wasn't good.
Well, since you were just doing all that, you know what you should do next is tell them about Shell Shock Cosplay.
No, don't tell them about Shell Shock Cosplay. You tell them about Shell Shock Cosplay, and I'll tell them about other things. How about?
Well, if you guys have been listening to Shell's last 20 minutes worth of story with the awesome intro and side stories of Heidi, you can make sure to check her out on Shell Shock Cosplay, where you can see her awesome cosplays and direct yourself over to her.
Stories are on there.
To her band of warriors, known as Knights of the Tempest, for sword-tastic equestrian theater, especially if you know
Check
what's
that.
good for you. Yes.
Yeah, check that out.
So, fun for everyone. Knights of the Tempest is a Colorado-based theatrical and competitive jousting troupe. So make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Knights of the Tempest, or on Twitter at Knights Tempest.
So September is chock full of a bunch of medieval funness for you. So basically the second weekend on through September, we are hosting medieval games clinics where we teach you to throw spears and chop heads from horseback and fucking hit a quintain like you would jousting an opponent. It's awesome. It's great. It's a lot of fun. So we do that.
I only dance because I have been in a and it's been so much fun.
But yeah, so check us out, Knights of the Tempest. We're on all the social media. So if you type in Knights Tempest at the very fucking least, you'll find us. Look for a super fiery redhead and me, and you'll get the gist. As soon as you see it, you'll be like,
You'll get the joust.
You'll get the joust.
Nice. Good one, Heidi.
Joust, do it. So it's a lot of fun. We do like medieval festivals all over the country. Obviously, COVID has affected that. So we don't have anything currently this season, but we are hosting Colorado located events for medieval games clinics. And then at the end of September, we are hosting a tournament for those of you who can participate and want to participate. We are doing medieval games and a joust, and yeah.
I don't know when things go back to normal.
No, we're doing it. We're just doing it. It's at the end of September. So follow us on Knights of the Tempest, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever social media you can imagine.
Yep. Do that thing.
Do nothing.
Now you have to tell them about us.
But you know what? While you're there, you guys should actually check out the radio. It's the podcast that your mother warned you about. It's SLYK Radio. So
You know. So
yeah, no. They are the podcast that your mother warned you about. They're on Twitter, Facebook,
They warned you
Instagram,
about.
Untapped, Jesus, whatever else you are on, Twitter, I already said Twitter. What else are you guys on? You guys are on so much.
We're on like 20
we're-
things, but we don't post them all.
We're on Tinder. We're on Grindr.
Like,
Okay,
you know,
So, like,
Cupid.
you know, I'm telling them right
we're
now.
telling him everything.
I would need to go. We reached. I think we're even on Spotify right now.
Hey.
Spotify, Spreaker. Are we still on Spreaker? We're on Spreaker.
We have an account on Spreaker.
Yeah, Spreaker,
SoundCloud.
Spotify, Apple something or another.
No, we're not
All
on
the-
iTunes anymore. Gave up on iTunes.
It's too hard to keep up.
But it's Twitch and YouTube, like Beyond
Yeah.
the Trope
Those are
says.
big ones. Twitch and YouTube. Twitch and iTube.
Yes.
iTube.
Twitch is huge.
Twitch is huge. So
So
huge.
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 It's huge.
But
Yes.
seriously, like, so if you like the kind of content, wow, I'm sorry, content that we are providing to you, it is nerd, music, video, music, content. You can find us on all those platforms. Just look for So Like You Know Radio.
We haven't had
Thank
music on this show in so long.
Shut the fuck up.
That was the
I
pee
know,
breaks.
we
That
haven't, but, like, past shows have. So shut up.
All
and
right,
the
that's
shows
fair.
were
Not
Thr-
for lack
3
of
hours
trying, okay, guys.
it's a monetization thing.
It is.
They don't give you enough airtime if you have music.
Nope, they kick you off.
They kick you out.
Uh-huh.
Even if you have the approval
If
of
you
the band.
look back a
use
few
it.
years ago, we have local music, local Colorado music.
Yes. Look at.
And I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
If we could somehow get permanent approval to just play whatever we wanted, I totally would.
This fuck and this fuck. And this fuck.
Yep. But yeah, our old music is how I started listening to like Ice Nine Kills, so it's good stuff. Anyways, moving forward, we got Slick Tube.
Tube Slickers.
Slickers.
So after a long-awaited 22 years, Hulu is announcing that Animaniacs is going to be getting a release on November 20th of this year.
So, okay. So I have to pause you right there. So the first Comic-Con I went to with you was what, their anniversary was?
Mhm. It was their 20th anniversary, I think. No, 15. It was like
That
15.
was-
Yeah, it was a
that
long time
5
ago.
years ago?
Yeah,
That was 5 years ago.
7.
it's been a while.
So what anniversary is this? What
Uh,
do they celebrate? Because I love the Animaniacs. I really do.
Oh,
That
God.
panel.
Well,
Oh
they
my
were
God,
on
that
for a
panel
few
was
years.
My favorite panel I've ever been to.
Can we talk about our memory with Animaniacs?
I don't know. Can we?
We've literally known each other since she was born. Like, that's what we watched.
Oh.
Continue. Yeah.
Continue. Let's not go down that road.
That's fair.
Rabbit hole.
Rabbit.
From 1993 to 1998.
Yeah, so 1993, it's been a long time. But it's pretty fantastic. So as of right now, they got season 1 planned, like I said, for November 20th. And they already got season 2 scoped out, which is going to be
Where?
happening in 2021.
On
Where?
Hulu.
On
On
Hulu.
Hulu. That's awesome.
Is it going to be a new series or are they just releasing?
It is going to
Okay.
be a new series altogether.
Okay,
Wow.
Cool.
I mean,
continuing.
honestly, they have to update the map song because there's new countries.
There are
that-
countries that don't exist anymore.
yeah.
Particle Man.
Good
So-
idea, bad idea.
Not wrong. You're not wrong. But, like, really?
Yep. So, yeah. So, pretty fantastic. I'm really hoping it's going to be in the style of the original animation and not some CGI crap show like they do with a lot of stuff nowadays.
Okay.
I want
Hog,
those
not
mafia pigeons back.
Yeah, as
They
long
were
as
so
it doesn't
good.
look
Yes.
like that terrible dragon show that Shell likes. Or what?
Dragon Prince.
Dragon Prince.
Watch it, form your own opinion. It's actually a really great story. Thank you very much.
I believe you on the story, but I can't get past
it's
the
a
animation.
Great, yeah, I
Just
know,
listen
I
it to the
fucking
background.
hated the animation. I fucking hated the animation.
Put it in the background.
Story, great.
Blue screen?
I don't even know where I was going with this now.
That's fair.
You know, the floor is yours.
All right. So Beyond the Trope asked, the big question is, when are they bringing back Freakazoid? And as of right now, there's no talks, but I do remember back in 2018, they were like originally talking about bringing Freakazoid back, and I was super excited for that. So I hope they do. I mean, it's just of that era of fantastic cartoons that really made you question your sanity. And I'm down for that. I really am. So definitely makes me happy. So, but this next one should make a lot of people happy. If you guys are fans of the series, forgot it.
I'm listening.
Oh,
MP, so I'm listening.
you what?
Do I need to be here for this conversation?
Oh,
Don't talk about how
no,
we
you're
eat
good.
meat.
You're good. So if you guys are fans of the show Supernatural, Jason Ackles, one of the super cool dudes from it, is going to be joining the cast of The Boys in season 3.
Nice.
So
Yes, the boys.
Love it.
Watch it.
yes. So if you guys
What?
haven't
I
seen The
haven't
Boys,
all of I haven't seen all of the second season, but the first season, fire. Watch it.
so
Second season's already out.
no. Shell, what are you talking about?
I was gonna say. No.
He left. She has to pee.
That's fair. So Shell was filling up with pee and didn't realize there hasn't been a second season of The Boys yet. So
But yeah, the first season, hot fire.
yes. So first season is absolutely amazing. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's about a group of superheroes and kind of how I believe they would really interact in a public setting, because they're
Now.
going to be celebrities. Oh, even then, I don't think superheroes would have been good people to start with.
Right.
No.
Power corrupts. So,
As we put the first season together, I really don't know what she's talking about. This is the second season, but it was. I feel that.
yes. So, I mean, it's a damn good show, and I really suggest you guys check it out. Hi, Cindy. And so, Jason Ackles is going to be joining. He's going to be joining as the original superhero. So, back in the days when the superheroes first started getting popular and gaining all their powers and their celebrity following, he's going to be the original. So, yeah, I mean, that's super exciting to have them on there. He's a fantastic actor. I really enjoyed him in Supernatural. And if the show wouldn't have derailed and become, annoying and pedantic, I probably would have kept watching it. So, the Liz says, "Oh my God, I thought I missed the second season of The Boys." So Shell's just out there tormenting people accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
But Beyond the Trope says Brandon Sanderson's Reckoners series tackled that same idea with the superpowers turning people back. I didn't know that. Reckoners.
They're grilling me about what? There's no second series of what? Now, what are you grilling me about?
Okay, I saved it, so I'll be able to check that out later for sure. There was no second season of The Boys. You were freaking people
Just
out.
yet.
No, fuck you. Fuck you. There so is. Anybody that has
It's not out yet.
It hasn't been released yet. Yeah, I don't know what you watched, but it wasn't The Boys season 2.
Fuck you. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm a drunk asshole.
That's fair. So yeah, So Liz says, "Oh yes, power corrupts absolutely."
It's not even like I can look at my phone to check this because I'm doing this from my phone.
It's me. You can just assume I'm right.
No! I assume everything you tell me is a fucking joke.
That's fair, but jokes can be truthful.
Within reason. Within reason. I value your opinion.
You can make a joke out of truth.
Ain't that the joke?
There's a goblin right now in, politics that's doing that constantly. So,
Not right.
anyways, so back to Jason Eccles.
Yes.
So he's going to be in season 3, and so Eric Kripke, who is the executive director of the show, has this to say on Eccles. So he said, "When I was a child, I had a crazy, impossible dream to provide Jason Eccles with gainful employment. I'm happy to say that dream has come true. Jensen is a amazing actor and even better in person and smells like warm chocolate chip cookies. And I consider him a brother."
Bet he does. There's a very good chance he does.
Oh, probably. As Soldier Boy, the very first superhero, he'll bring so much humor, pathos, and danger to the role. I can't wait to be on set with him again and bring a bit of supernatural to the boys.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah. Liz, I haven't seen Brightburn yet, and I'm terribly sad about that, but I keep forgetting about it.
Out of all people, I thought you would have seen that.
I know, it's a superhero horror movie, and I haven't had a chance to watch it, which is absurd. So, I will get around to it, though. It's who I am. Nice show.
Good push.
So
what's up with this next topic? It's just the Batman logo?
Batman.
It would have been more interesting if your backgrounds worked.
It would have been, but right now I reloaded my computer and I gotta do some stuff now.
Yeah, and my computer is not existent right now.
Let's see. Can I can bring this up. Desktop. Downloads?
Yeah, you gotta do it now.
I
You
know.
have to be that man now.
I know. Hold on. The Batman.
That's an unusual event for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, queen. So, alright.
So, literally, I'm freestyling this. I have no show notes. I just literally have JP and Bo in real time, which is delayed for everyone else.
That's alright.
But I have no show notes. I'm literally feeding off of them. Because Bo is currently fixing my laptop and my tower and adding more memory so that I can do the things.
It's gonna suck less when I'm done, I promise.
Yeah, I know it will. I know it will. It sucked. Sucked. Big time.
That's alright.
Well, you had to let your laptop die because it was doing weird stuff.
It was, wasn't it? And then it just died.
Yeah. Really quick, Beyond the Trope says, I'm guessing she's talking about, or he, could be one of them. There's a few awesome people Beyond the Trope. They're talking about, they say that, I'm guessing Jason Eccles has a epic brewery in Texas. Jensen, sorry. The thing I copied, I screwed with myself. I broke my own brain. So...
My brain has been broken since last week, and I don't know how to fix it.
That does happen. So, so he owns a brewery, the Family Business Brewing Company, outside of Austin, Texas.
Oh, okay.
So, guys?
I thought he was gonna call it the Supernatural Brewery. I'm like, can you do that?
No, that's a little too kitschy for
I mean,
him.
that's his. That's what it says.
But it's kitschy.
Kitschy?
Kitschy.
Kitschy?
Kitschy!
All right. Good stuff.
Anybody that knows what the word kitschy means know what I'm talking about.
I assume it's just one of those words that you can assume what it means if you don't even know what it means. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to pick on you.
Thank you. I would hope you would. If you're not picking on me, there's something wrong.
There is. That is when you have to worry. So, I got it now. I got the image. Blam! The Batman logo. So, I know
To the Batcave.
Shell and JP can't see it, but it looks
Oh, I can see it.
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, he can see it because he has a dual monitor.
Oh, he's
I-
one of those cool
Research.
kids, man. So, this is the new one that came out for the DC fandom that's popping up right now. A few things are coming out of that. What was it? Harley Quinn, there's a bit of a future for her, so we're looking at more possible films as
Like,
well as possible shorts for her.
Related to Birds of Prey or prequel or what?
I would love a Birds of Prey second movie because it was fantastic.
The costume. Okay, so like as a cosplayer, the costuming in that, so good.
I mean,
I
really,
want all the things.
That's good to hear.
everything
I want
about
all
it
the things.
was good. I had no issues with Birds of Prey.
No, not at all.
So, I mean, it was one of those movies I really suggest
so
a lot of
we've
people
talked
getting to
about
check
this,
out.
We've talked about this. Like DC, not so much on the TV universe, but their cinematic universe has been pretty good.
Okay.
As of recently, yeah.
As of recently.
Yeah.
Yes, as of recently.
I don't know. It's one of those weird ones. So, I often
You're not
compare it immediately to Marvel, right? Which isn't fair.
I mean,
not fair at all.
So they come out of the gate a little late, but at the same time, you look at some of their stuff and it's a little lackluster. I'm not a big fan of Batfleck, though. I mean, he fell into his role much better in the Super Friends movie, which I am a little sad they didn't call it the Super Friends.
Batfleck is a great Bruce Wayne.
yes.
I've
Yes.
said this so many times on show. Batfleck is a great Bruce Wayne. He is a terrible Batman.
Yeah.
The Batman.
So I mean, yeah. So I mean, it's one of those
But
things.
Batfleck is a great Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and I wanted more. So I really loved Wonder Woman, and I think that was kind of the start of like a better DC cinematic universe.
Gal Gadot.
Aquaman was Aquaman was exceptional.
Mm.
Shazam.
Shazam
Shazam
was
was
really good.
amazing.
So really, it's one of those movies.
I didn't expect. I had low expectations for Shazam and was blown the fuck out of the water with it. So
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I was not expecting much from Shazam, to
Right.
be honest.
I mean, it was one of those things. Is like you got some of them. So we ended up. What was like the first one was like the Green Lantern movie, which was just a shit show. Absolutely kind of destroyed a phenomenal character. I mean, I guess Dark Knight was the first, but
Mhm.
it's of its own caliber and not really of the same universe. So, I would lean more towards Green Lantern. Could be part of the current universe we're looking at, just kind of like the shitty side version of it.
You would just need a good reboot.
It really does. It really does. And then we ended up getting Suicide Squad, which was just a cluster of crap.
Hopefully, Zack Snyder's cut of it will be.
Yes.
But I loved it. I loved it.
You loved Suicide Squad?
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Which, and a lot of people did.
There's a
You're
lot of
you're
plot-
far
okay,
far
so
from
I'm
the
not
only
gonna-
one who
There
loved
was
it.
a ton of plot holes. But I don't care. All the actors and actresses did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not pissing on the actors. I'm
was the
pissing on the
writing.
story and the
Who-
writing.
Yeah, the writing.
Who played Boomerang?
Hanna-Barbera? Sorry. Old man joke. But yeah, so I mean it had its points, but really when you're trying to compare to the current movie scope that is DC, it really was a terrible stepping stone for them.
And that's the thing. That's the thing with DC is they do really great TV series.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they had.
A point. And then
Yeah.
they've had some like really terrible movies, but like some good movies too.
Yep. So I mean, it's one of those things that like, ow, what are you doing? What do you want?
Me?
What is it?
No.
It's Spirit.
I got a kitty.
Oh,
Oh,
you spirit. Throw something for her to chase. She's really good at fetch
Yes.
for
Yeah.
a cat.
Yeah, for a cat. So, I mean, it's one of those things. I really wanted more out of the DC series, and I think they're bringing that, which makes me happy. It's because you
No,
look at kind of
super
like
happy because they were so behind on the game.
they were.
Like,
I mean, and they started
series
with
were
that
great,
versus
and then they kind of fizzled. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, they fizzled.
Yep, and then
But
you know,
they
Marvel
brought it back.
started with Iron Man, which was a massive first stepping stone, and it was hard to compare to.
Marvel?
Huh.
Yeah.
well, in the MCU, but there were many others. There were so many Spider-Man.
I know,
And we
but I
had-
So
don't
many.
really. It does. So Spider-Man
So many.
feels. I love you too, Kitty. The
I love you, Spirit.
Spider-Man almost seems independent of the MCU, if you get what I mean.
But it is. Okay,
Yeah.
so it is. Because, let's talk about that for a second. Because when the MCU really took off, Spider-Man was owned by Sony. So it was independent. It
Mhm.
wasn't MCU. It was Sony. And then they joined forces.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm super happy about. I've loved everything since.
Yeah.
Tom. I'm terrible at names.
Tom Holland.
Holland. Not the
You
other
should have said like
name.
Higginworth or something.
Yeah, no, Tom Holland. It's really great. He is the Peter Parker I wanted and needed. He really is.
Oh yeah. My sister said it's like, well, they started with Hulk, but that didn't end out too well.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah.
Kitty,
Hulk.
Yeah.
you
Okay,
need to
so
go
I'm
out.
not gonna lie. Edward Norton, solid choice. Solid choice. Not executed in the capacity that I was hoping for.
Yeah. So.
Solid choice, but not executed well.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, and it was just, we wanted more. And like I said, so, I mean, once the MCU really rolled out with its own thing, aka Spider-Man, it was great. But DC started slow, and ow, you headbutted me. Okay. Someone else talk about that? I'm going to put the kitty
Headbutt
out.
her back for me.
Yeah, she did headbutt you. That was.
Headbutt her back for me real quick.
Come on.
Yep, do it. Do it. It's happening. I love you, Spirit.
It's just like that's.
Oh my god,
So
she's
weird.
the best. You have
Yeah,
to
she's
respect
the-
these
she's-
assholes around here.
I love her, but she made me bite my tongue.
Ow!
She headbutts really
Okay.
hard when she wants attention.
Yeah, okay. She does. She does. It's not a lie. She does.
Mhm.
She's
So-
needy.
Yeah. She loves love. But
Hope romantic.
yeah. Yes, exactly, Liz. So, yeah, but we're looking at a lot more out of the DC universe, you know, because we got Wonder Woman 2 coming out soon. We're looking at the new Batman, which I'm still not totally sure what universe it's going to be following. I mean, he's got kind of the metal look. I thought it was going to be, you know, the Batman Beyond. We all kind of had our own assumptions at this point. But now I'm not sure which Batman it's going to be, really.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's DC.
And they change at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, I mean, it could be
I
when
Yeah,
Robin took over the
okay.
cowl. You know, it could end up, huh?
I've been out of the DC games so long. Where are we at in the not cinematic, the television?
Television? I don't know.
Like Gotham, or
Yeah,
What are we talking
Gotham probably is the last, most recent.
Batwoman, if you include her.
Ruby Rose.
Mhm.
Talks about that. She
Yeah.
was great. I think she was a great Batwoman.
Gotham?
Yeah,
Oh,
both.
yeah. Last episode with Gotham was last year on April 25th.
No.
Wow.
So they're still going strong.
No, last year. That was the last.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
No, according to this, canceled.
Oh.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Canceled.
that's out altogether.
That woman's been canceled. All right.
No, that's Gotham got canceled.
Gotham.
Batwoman,
Oh,
she's getting
okay.
replaced.
She stepped down.
So, I mean, so we have some stuff. I mean, and another interesting thing. So, like I said, we have this Batman. I'm interested because they're bringing back a lot of the characters. So we got Zoe Kravitz is going to be Catwoman. Paul Dano, who was in Swiss Army Man, he's going to be doing the Riddler. Jeffrey
Swiss
Wright.
Army Man and fucking Little Miss Sunshine, he played the brother that
Yep.
was the mute with the like color blindness, and
Exactly.
he has a band called Mook.
Yep. Jeffrey Wright, who played Bernard in Westworld, is going to be Commissioner Gordon. Colin Farrell is going to be the Penguin. Yeah. And then Andy Serkis, who did the voice for Gollum, is going to be Alfred.
I'm okay with that. Totally okay with that.
So, I mean,
He's
it's definitely got that star-studded cast, so I'm interested. I'm very interested. It's just...
Yeah.
It doesn't make me less worried because of who Batman is, but he's not a bad actor. He's just...
Is it still Batfleck through the whole thing?
No. Now it's oh shit. JP, help.
Jesus.
It's not Jesus. Hold on. The Batman.
Robert Pattinson.
Yes, thank you.
I was just like, oh man, I had it at the tip
Yeah,
of my
so
tongue.
Robert
That's
Pattinson,
a real thing.
yeah, from
I thought
Twilight, is going to be the new Batman.
I was gonna say shovel face, but I'm like, that's.
I mean, I get it, but
Oh, I don't
We'll
get
have
it
to
at
see.
all. But you
I
know
get
what?
it, but what?
It's one of those things. I hope it's great. It's just I
No,
don't
no,
know at
Okay,
this
so
point.
that I will commend him as an actor on that, because like when you think Robert Pattinson, you don't think the Elephant Man or whatever that movie was, Kirsten
Think
Dunst.
Twilight.
After you think Twilight,
Yep.
you think sparkly vampire and pretentious asshole. So I commend him on that, but like what?
Yeah, it's an odd choice. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see if he like hyper bulks up like Ben Affleck did.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's
Batfleck had to.
yeah,
He didn't have a choice.
exactly. So there's a lot that could be coming from this. I don't know. I'm not going to condemn it, but I mean, they have a
No,
lot of great
not-
people that are going to be in it.
this world we're living in, you can't condemn it because it's either going to be terrible or it's going to be good.
So hopefully, it's absolutely great. Liz says.
I have high hopes.
Liz says Arrow ended, Flash is going strong, Gotham ended, and Ruby Rose is leaving Batwoman. Yep.
Yeah, no, I knew that. I'd seen that.
And then she also says, haven't kept up with DC Legends, but I like the crossovers because I get to see Constantine. So,
Fair.
yeah. And, I mean, I haven't watched a single inkling of DC Legends at this point.
I've seen like bare minimum episodes, like pieces of episodes.
I gotta be honest,
But
I haven't
like
watched...
what I've seen.
I haven't watched a CW episode or a Vikings episode since you moved up there.
Oh man, it's so good.
Oh my god, it was like weekly, let's go work out and then we're gonna watch Arrow.
Yep. Or Vikings.
Or Vikings.
Or The Flash.
Side tangent, Vikings. Amazing.
Don't you spoil anything for me.
I'm not going to. I'm going to talk about something different.
Okay.
Actually. So if you like Vikings, if you like the IT crowd, and you've seen What We Do in the Shadows, which
Oh, okay.
is a satire of like a vampire movie or blah 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 whatever. Norseman.
It's so good.
It is.
They just released season 3. They just released season 3. I don't spoil it. I haven't seen it yet, but like a million people have told me I need to watch it. So season 3 of Norseman has apparently released on Netflix, and I know I've seen the first 2 seasons. And like, so if you like satire, watch it. It's
Yeah.
so
It only takes
hilarious.
one episode to realize whether or not
No.
you're going to thoroughly love it.
No. I will say it takes like 2 or 3.
Dude,
I'm not-
the first episode I was like,
Too
awesome.
quiet.
I love this.
No, it is, but like super biased as a person. Like, okay, so like, say you've never seen ID
They're-
Crowd or What We Do in the Shadows. If you watch Norseman, you need at least a couple episodes
Yeah.
because you're like, oh my god, this is so stupid.
It's surprisingly accurate for the satire they
But then
have.
you watch it and you're like, I get it.
It's like, we're gonna have a thing.
At the
Yeah.
same
like,
time, like you're watching it and you can understand it may feel satirical, but it could totally be these real dumbasses that happened at that era.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's,
So
it's
watch
like,
Norseman.
whose cloak
They
is
just
it?
really
Whose
use
whose
it
cloak
on
is it?
Netflix.
Yes. Liz
Do
says
it.
Brad
Just
loves
do it.
Norseman. Good job, Brad. I appreciate that. So, yes, but absolutely fantastic. So we're excited. Now, referencing what Liz said a little further up,
Yeah.
Batfleck is going to be coming back as the Batman in the Flash movie that's coming out.
Is it gonna be Granton Gustin? Did I fuck his name up?
I mean,
Brenton.
maybe.
Granton Gustin.
I think
Is
it
it-
has.
That's-
Well, it's going to have Michael Keaton in it, and that much I remember. Hold on, let me see.
So Michael Keaton was he was the Vulture in Spider-Man. Yes.
Yeah.
So how does that relate to DC?
Well, I mean,
He's a different character.
It's
He's
gonna be
just a really good actor.
Ezra Miller, the guy who's gonna be Barry Allen and Flash.
yeah.
But that's all they have right now. Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton. And
Yeah.
what the hell's-
So, I mean, there's not a lot on it.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean we can't be excited for it.
Yeah,
The-
yeah, totally. No. Stellar cast. All of them.
Yes, absolutely. So, I mean, and like I said, so we're getting the Flash movie, which is cool. I believe we were getting a Cyborg movie as well.
That's Justice League, right?
What's up?
That's Justice League.
Yeah. Or, Justice Friends if you're a traditionalist.
There's a lot of noise happening inside the house, and I'm not sure what it is.
That's fair. Liz says, I didn't realize they replaced Ezra Miller. I don't think they did.
No, Ezra Miller's still in there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
He's still the Flash.
yeah.
Yeah.
On this article, E.T. can confirm
so
that
it's
Affleck
back.
has agreed to return as Capers Crusader, standalone film alongside Ezra Miller. So, yeah. No replacement. But. Okay. What are you doing?
Speaking of those Flash.
All right.
right. Technical
So-
difficulties on her side.
Yeah, she's probably making sure that she's not burning down the other apartment.
Don't say that.
So yeah, so we're definitely getting that. So we're getting the Batman. We're getting Batfleck again. So I'm hoping. So a lot of Batfleck's run from playing the Batman had a lot to do with the fans completely and totally obliterating him online in ways that were unacceptable. Not just like, I don't like you as Batfleck. More like,
Sad Fleck.
yeah, you should go kill yourself. So completely
Dude, they're
unacceptable
fucking-
ways to be treating anyone.
Savage.
Yeah, so absolutely awful human beings acting like this. To the
Barely
point,
even human.
yeah. So to the point where he actually ended up getting, alcoholism again and, had drinking problems for a while. Ended up going to AA meetings to try to get over that. So, I mean, I'm happy that he's pulled himself back out of there to help, really gain some of that, self-respect that I'm worried that he had lost. Because,
Just
Ben Affleck's still a fantastic actor.
do the movie and don't read the comments.
Yeah.
That's
Never read the comics. Otherwise, you end up like, shit, you haven't watched it yet. God dang it. JP,
No,
you need to watch the Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
oh
No, I can't
yeah.
hear you.
I'll get on it.
So,
Do it.
Yes.
It's on Prime right now.
So,
Do it. Watch it. It's so good. I've
Do
like
watch
watched
it.
it 3 times in like the last 2 days.
that's fair. That's fair.
And I've seen it in person with Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes.
Yeah.
Do it.
So in reference to Ben Affleck's depression
Batman.
after the Batman movies and everyone insulting him violently on the internet. Yes. Liz says, so that's cruel. It's not okay to tear down another human being that way. There are actual monsters in this world. Focus that destructive energy on them. And agreed. I mean, even if you didn't like him as the Batman, the way people were treating him was unacceptable. So it was a big difference between voicing a small opinion on whether or not you like the movie versus a violent aggression towards someone because they didn't like a character.
And he had a stellar career up until, you know,
did.
like...
And it's one of those things is like, and he's not the only one. A lot of people treat actors like this, like they're little cannon fodder bitches for him, and it's not proper. And you people need to get a damn life. So, anyways, yeah, moving forward into the craft brew-ish review.
Craft Brew and Review. Get your ass out here.
So, while the craft brew ass is arriving on Shell's End, as
Jake drinking.
yep,
What's that? What is that? What is that? Water.
so I have been
Water.
drinking from Stem Cider's Pear Apple Cider. It is a delicious apple cider.
Oh, surprise, surprise. Bo likes a
Pear
cider.
apple. So it's an apple cider with pear added, yeah?
Right, and so the pear, it's that, you know that first bite you get when you bite into a pear after you haven't had one for a while? The tingle and like light
Sourness.
tartness and sour that just kind of engulfs your mouth. It's like that with every sip of this cider. So it's delicious.
Pow, right in the kisser.
Yeah, pow, right in the kisser. So,
Pow! Right in the kisser.
so yeah, delicious. It's a 5. It's fantastic. Now, tell me about your drink.
So we are drinking
Wild
Basin from Oscar Blues Brewing. It is their 100-calorie seltzer. This still
No, it's a boozy.
it's a
sparkling
boozling
boozy sparkling water.
that is 100 calories only for a stovepipe. It's 19.2 ounces.
Black raspberry.
Black raspberry is the flavor. I mean, it's just like any other sparkling seltzer, whatever you want to call it.
She doesn't even know. I drink the White Claws. I drink the seltzers. I drink the Wild Basins. This one's fucking awesome.
This one is good.
This one's definitely my
This is
favorite.
one that I will drink a whole stovepipe of. This is my second one today.
Yeah, but this
I'll have to look for it. It
So,
looks...
no, I mean,
Sounds
yeah,
delicious.
It's the only one I'll drink.
It is delicious.
Uh,
JP.
So it's good, but it's also still like somebody is whispering the name of a fruit in another room while you're drinking sparkling water. No,
Oh yeah.
no.
Yeah, it's like someone had some blackberries
Like,
and
maybe
walked
they're not
by
in
you.
another room, but they're in the room with you. And they're like, blackberry. We're drinking it. They're
Yeah.
still in the
No.
same room.
No, this is like me going like this. And Shell's saying, that's black raspberry.
Just like that.
Actually, not beer. Yeah, she's not wrong. Terrified. Terrified.
But it's still smooth. Because you
Smooth.
go for another
smooth
one.
like that.
So
You don't even have a good
Whole weekend at Sturgis, this is what I lived off of, and I don't even like seltzers.
well, you do now.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have brought White Claw.
No. Oh my god, no. Okay.
Get White
so-
Claw wasted.
Okay. If we're gonna go on the seltzer game, believe it or not, the Bud Light seltzers
There's so much sugar in there.
They're so much better though. They
Gross.
taste so much.
That's why she likes them.
That's because there's so much sugar. The mango one.
Bud Light mango seltzer? That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, right.
So much sugar.
No, it's
So we just spent the last weekend in Sturgis, and we went to Full Throttle, and she orders a black cherry one because they have like 3 flavors, right? So they have
Mhm.
black cherry, mango, and something else, and she's like, "Give me a black cherry," and then she gets her black cherry, and I ordered a mango one. My can was bigger than her can, and I don't know what to tell her. We were ordered from the same bartender
Weird.
and paid the same price.
Damn.
Well, that's everything you got to learn
So
right there.
mango is the least liked flavor, but in my opinion, it was the better flavor.
It was probably bigger
And mine
because they
came
were
with a
trying to get rid of them.
grasshopper on it.
It what?
It came with a grasshopper on it.
Oh.
So, one thing they don't tell you about South Dakota is grasshoppers. Like, you can't literally walk outside with one jumping into your face.
Nice.
Yeah.
That
so
sounds like fun.
I know you've seen the pictures. The can with the grasshopper on it. That, like, literally the bartender handed me my can, and there was a grasshopper on it. I'm not even
Tasty.
mad about it.
Well, I don't know how you could be. It's a grasshopper. They're adorable.
It's not a
my
locust.
friend. It was my Full Throttle friend.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
So, okay. So, Wild Basin, hard salt, boozy sparkling water. It's not a hard seltzer, but it is a 100-calorie hard seltzer. Solid choice. Way better than White Claw or Truly or any of that bullshit y'all want to drink. And it comes in stovepipes, 19.2 ounces. How can you be mad at that?
I can confirm it comes in stovepipes because I've drank it a lot. So, it's delicious.
Nice.
No, it's terrible.
So, Cindy says, yeah, I can't stand those damn grasshoppers.
Oh god, they're everywhere. You literally couldn't walk down any street without a grasshopper like hitting you in the face. It's not their fault. It's so not their fault. They
Can you
just didn't
demonstrate that one more time? Perfect. Cool. I didn't get it before, so I wasn't sure. All right. So what's your score for that beer?
So it's not my favorite, but I would definitely give it a 3.5 out of 5.
That's still a great score.
I'm still gonna drink it.
Yeah. Well, then again, we've drank ones just because it was beer and it was there.
It's better than what I have in my fridge currently.
Well,
Maybe.
That's something.
I have a lot of like IPAs and double IPAs right now, and you all know that's not my jam.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We have a lot of fantastic beers at work because I'm a dork and forgot them there because Liz got us a whole box.
I forgot about them too.
Rude.
Yep. So,
Right.
but thanks again, Liz.
Thank you.
Liz, you're the best.
So, yes. So
Why? Hey, 1 second. Why are you rating your beers?
that's because
Yes,
when
Bo,
we drink
why?
beer, we can put them on Untapped.
Oh, what's that?
That's UNTAPPD, the Untapped app. Yeah. Where you can score your beers, share your thoughts with others, and get great suggestions on beers. So make sure you check them out on untapped.com. Good stuff. They do not sponsor us. It's just a good website.
Yet.
So, yeah, I do hope it happens. So,
Yet.
Yeah. But pick up the app on the Apple and Android store. They also have a browser if you guys don't have the fanciness. So, yeah. But you know what, guys? That's it for our show.
Is
Mhm.
it?
It is. So, it came quick, just like a frat boy.
I was gonna say just like JP.
Nah, he looks like a 4-hour guy.
Go for days.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, you're saying it so much now, you sound guilty. Anyways, so thanks for listening. Don't forget, we put out new episodes every Thursday at 9:30 Mountain Standard Time right here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube at SLYK Radio.
Like radio.
Yeah. Oh, Shell can't see anything.
Oh,
I can't see the notes.
So
I'm sorry.
JP, you
so
go.
when you see us roll through your feeds, make sure to finger box that subscribe button, smash them likes, and become one of our Sly Knights.
Yeah. Liz,
Our
thank
Sly
you,
Knights,
Brad,
it's like-
and as you as well. That was barely a sentence, but thank you. So Like You Know is not responsible for anything. Ever. Oh, she got it.
Produced by Slick Solutions somewhere in Colorado.
Woo! And Slick Radio's completely weightless.
It's like your opinion.
Just
Just
kidding.
kidding. We care.
But your government doesn't.
Government doesn't.
At least we all know that part.
Yep. Alright, guys. Have a fantastic week. We will see you next time right here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube at SOYK Radio. We love chatting with you, so thank you.